flag up, just call it out for
Everybody ready? All right, let's go.
And they're off.
Here they come, knowing about you.
Second place was number 3, Hook-Hearted, and third was Tony the Pony. We're going to bring medium ponies out on.
Yeah, thank you. Well done. Good girl. God.
How'd you feel about that race?
Well, I felt that my pony tried her hardest and she was a really good pony. She listened to all my commands.
Good. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The medium. Turning in once more. They're off.
And they're off.
Looks like one stinky pony out the early lead with Fiona and Count Chocula. Lyric right there also. Fiona now with the edge over Lyric, but Count Chocula is moving up. One stinky pony's hanging in there gamely. Fiona on top, Count Chocula down on the inside, Lyric down near the rail. It's Fiona and Count Chocula. Fiona and Count Chocula and Lyric. Fiona Count Chocula. Lyric, one stinky pony, Thumper. The second will be, and hang your breath. And here comes Spirit. Second was Fiona.
Your new winner.
And third was one stinky pony.
Get back on, Ellie. Good job. I know. He says, I gotta go again.
How'd you feel about that race, Ellie?
It was really fun.
Flag is up. They are turning onto the course. They're walking in. They're off. Out quickly. Mookie Monster and Modernly Millie. Silver Sterling right there, as is Scarlet Slipper moving up on the outside. is Ace of Spades, but Modernly Millie now has the lead by about a length over Mookie Monster. Class Day is now in third. Now make that Ace of Spades in third. As they come to the head of the stretch, that's Modernly Millie and Mookie Monster. Class Day now trying to make a run from deep in third. Mookie Monster is now opening up on the field. Mookie Monster and Modernly Millie. Mookie Monster by about 3 or 4. Modernly Millie and Class Day. They come to the wire. Mookie Monster by about 6. Class Day's not going to get there. Mookie Monster, Class Day, Modernly Millie, Silver Sterling, the Identity Thief, Ace of Spades, Strawberry, Bailey, Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, Scarlet Slipper, and Bailey, and Onyx. Mookie Monster, ridden by Maggie Buchanan in second, was number 12, Class Day, and third was Modernly Millie.
Well done, Lucky.
How'd you feel about the race, Maggie?
It was great. Yeah.
Good starting position?
Yeah, good starting. Since I was at the back of the line for the starting, I got the inside turn. And I kept close to the to the cones around the turn, and on the stretch, I let her go, and that's when she took the lead.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
One! Another one! Big smiles for the camera! Big smiles! Tyler, thanks guys.
Sorry, I thought you took some.
All right, we are ready for the start. Poor Only Funny Bones having to go a second time here today, and Pepper's down there right with him. Flag is up. Only Funny Bones knows this game. Whoa, Only Funny Bones. Uh-oh, Pepper's got a distinct advantage here because I'm not sure what the rules are about this, but Pepper and Only Funny Bones, as they come to the wire, it's going to be close. It's Pepper! Only Funny Bones second.
Will, do you want to hold on to your cup? Hold your cup. Okay, I'll hold it.
We are now also going to have our national anthem sung by... They're turning on. They're off. Perk up, bowling off the course there. That looks like Skestos on the lead, just outside of him. Parker's Project down on the inside. Blue Bach, Fort Henry, Larry Pop Lolly, Parker's Project, and Perk Up. So they come by the judges' stand for the first time. That's Skestos showing the way. 1.5 back from him is Elusive Evening down on the inside. Fort Henry just on his outside. That's Larry Pop Lolly, followed by Blue Bach, Parker's Project, and Perk Up. Down the backside they go. Skestos shows the way. About 2 back from him, Elusive Evening. Larry Pop Lolly now up in 3rd. Fort Henry moving up on the outside is Parker's Project, followed by Blue Bach and Perk Up.
Okay, I just wanted an estimated time of when you wanted this next race to be headed up. They can go right up.
That's still Skestos showing the way.
Unsaddled, I'm going to send the carriages across.
Up on his outside now, Larry Pop Lolly. Larry Pop Larry.
Don't know if they're scratched or not.
Next is Elusive Evening.
My guess is he's stable to cross the street.
Parker's Project is now in 4th. Fort Henry and Blue Bach as they make the turn for home. Larry Pop Lolly now has the lead. Skestos right there still. Down on the inside is Elusive Evening. Elusive Evening now has the lead. Elusive Evening and Parker's Project. That's Elusive Evening on the inside. Parker's Project on the outside. It's going to be between those 2 horses. Elusive Evening and Parker's Project. It's going to be Parker's Project at the wire. Elusive Evening is next, followed by Fort Henry, Lollipop Larry, Skestos, and Perk Up.
Jeanie, Pennsylvania. Driving a shooting brake. Justin is driving a pair of Acme Clydesdale Crocs. Co-sponsor of today's drive. Next we have Mr. William Vendetta of Concordville, Pennsylvania, driving a wagonette. Bill's horses are Gilderlander. And can be seen at the Royal
back in the
Show
paddock.
in Toronto and at the Devon Horse Show.
Yeah, he did that. He was just
Dr. Andrew Fayo.
really well. You know, we were just using this as a prep race to get him ready for a stake actually at the Gold Cup. So he did everything we asked him to do. It was pretty good.
That's great. You pulled ahead right at the end. That was awesome.
Yeah, you know, it was nice for him to get a win before he goes on to, you know, bigger and better things. So
Great. Thank you.
thank you.
The flag is up.
No, he hasn't done their pony racing.
They're walking onto the course. They are turning in. They're off. Out quickly, that's Go Coco Go, and Final Forest just behind him down on the inside. Here comes Badness now moving up, and Captain Easy now moving up in between horses. Captain Easy now has taken the lead. Bad Action just off his quarters. Now EMZ Firecracker moves up to take the lead. and he's got it by about a length and a half over Captain Easy, who's about neck ahead of Bad Action down on his inside. Next is Final Forest. Here comes Badness. But out in front, that's EMZ Firecracker as they make that far turn. These horses are going pretty quickly on the front end. Next is Captain Easy, followed by Bad Action, and then it's some 15 lengths back to Final Forest. Followed by Here Comes Badness and Go Coco Go. Moonback Moore. But on the front end, that's Captain Easy and EMZ Firecracker. Just behind them is Bad Action. Next, Final Forest, Moonback Moore, Go Coco Go, Here Comes Badness, and Casual Creeper. They go under the wire for the first time. EMZ Firecracker and Captain Easy. Bad Action there in third. Final Forest is next, just on his outside. Moonback Moore down on the inside. Go Coco Go, and Here Comes Badness, followed by Casual Creeper. They start down the backside. If these two on the front end hold up, I'll be stunned, but that is EMZ Firecracker and Captain Easy. Just outside him, those two are heads apart. About two back to Bad Action. Then you've got about 15 to Here Comes Badness. Down on his inside is Final Forest, Go Coco Go, Casual Creeper, and Here Comes Badness. They head into that final turn. EMZ Firecracker by about a length over Captain Easy, who's got about 2 on Bad Action. Moving up now in fourth is Final Forest. Just on his outside is Moonback Moore. Here Comes Badness is next. Go Coco Go and Casual Creeper at the top of the stretch. That's now Here Comes Badness with the lead. EMZ Firecracker is next. Up on the outside is Final Forest making a run. Bad Action now. Final Forest up to take the lead. Final Forest and McLean Hendricks up to take the lead from Bad Action. EMZ Firecracker, Moonback Moore, Here Comes Badness, Go Coco Go, Casual Creeper, and Captain Easy.
So step right in there if you would. Ricky, do me a favor, step inside, step in, there you go. And right to me, guys, 1, 2, and thank you all very much.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Good, he just got him switched off early and he was traveling along nicely and asked him to come by the others and he did it easily.
They're in line.
Turn in, fellas. And they're off.
They're off. That's Gaz Can Eddie on top by about 2 as they approach the first fence. Next is Prince Ludovic. Right down on his inside is Cannon's Call, and Outplaying brings up the field as they get to the first. Gaz Can Eddie, first over. Prince Ludovic, Cannon's Call, and Outplaying as they head down the backstretch. They're all tightly bunched, but it's Gaz Can Eddie showing the way. Prince Ludovic, Cannon's Call, and Outplaying. There's about 2 lengths front to back as they get to the second fence. Gaz Can Eddie does have the advantage. Next is Outplaying, followed by Prince Ludovic and Cannon's Call. They spread out a little bit now as they come to the third. Gaz Can Eddie still with the lead. Outplaying is in second. Prince Ludovic and Cannon's Call. They come to this fence. That's Gaz Can Eddie over first. Outplaying down on his inside in seconds, about a length and a half back. It's 2 back to Prince Ludovic and another 2 to Cannon's Call as they come into the infield. Gaz Can Eddie at this fence. On top. Next is Outplaying. Down on the inside of the track is Prince Ludovic and Cannon's Call. They come to the next. Gaz Can Eddie in front. Outplaying's next. Prince Ludovic and Cannon's Call. Gaz Can Eddie gets to this fence. He's over. Outplaying Prince Ludovic and Cannon's Call. They turn and head into the outfield with Gaz Can Eddie showing the way by about 2, a narrowing 2 over Prince Ludovic, Outplaying, and Cannon's Call. Gaz Can Eddie comes away from that on top. Prince Ludovic down on his inside in second. Outplaying right there in third, and Cannon's Call. It's only about 5 or 6 front to back. I believe Prince Ludovic has now moved up to take the lead from Gaz Can Eddie, Outplaying, and Cannon's Call. They're all over that fence. Prince Ludovic shows the way. Gaz Can Eddie is in second. Cannon's Call now up into third, and Outplaying in fourth. At the next, that's Prince Ludovic on top. Gaz Can Eddie next. Now moving up on his inside is Cannon's Call, followed by Outplaying. At that far turn, Prince Ludovic in front. Cannon's Call's in second. On the inside, just outside of him, is Gaz Can Eddie and Outplaying. They turn and come back towards us. That's Prince Ludovic on top. He's first over, followed closely there by Cannon's Call way down on the bottom of the field. That's Gaz Can Eddie. And in fourth, Outplaying. Prince Ludovic still shows the way. Second up on his upper side, that's Cannon's Call. Down on the lower side, Gaz Can Eddie, and Outplaying is now up in contention as well. Prince Ludovic leads the way over that fence. Down on his inside is Gaz Can Eddie. Up on the outside, Cannon's Call and Outplaying. They've got 3 fences to go. Prince Ludovic by about a length and a half over Gaz Can Eddie. Cannon's Call and Outplaying. That's Prince Ludovic now opening up about 3. Cannon's Call is next, just behind him, Gaz Can Eddie and Outplaying. They're all over that fence. They've got 2 to go. Prince Ludovic shows the way. Gaz Can Eddie and Cannon's Call heads apart in second and third, followed by Outplaying. At the far bend, Prince Ludovic by about 2. Cannon's Call on the inside, Gas Can Eddie outside of him and outplaying. At the second lance, Prince Ludovic first over. Cannon's Call is next. Gas Can Eddie had a sticky fence there. He's back in third and outplaying. They've got one to go. It's Prince Ludovic showing the way to Cannon's Call by about 2. At the last, Prince Ludovic first to get there. Cannon's Call's next, outplaying and Gas Can Eddie. Down the stretch they come. Prince Ludovic on top. Cannon's Call is next. It's a tight race though. Gas Can Eddie's now making up ground again. Prince Ludovic and Gas Can Eddie. Can Prince Ludovic hold on? Gas Can Eddie doing all he can to get there, but he's not going to do it today. It's Prince Ludovic. Gas Can Eddie outplaying and Cannon's Call. Woods, get in the middle. Come on. All right, now we're talking. Okay.
He has his flak jacket on.
You can now announce it officially.
Thank you very much.
The results for the Roy Rector Memorial are now official, and your winner. Flag is up. They are turning onto the course.
All right, guys, you can turn in.
They're turning in.
Ready? Let's go.
They're off. They're out to a leisurely clip here. That Spectacular Squall in front. Preacher's Pulpit is next. His Relevant. Big Willie, Canyon Road, Church Music, and Skillet Glacier. That Spectacular Squall at the first. Spectacular Squall by about 8 over Big Willie. Tis Relevance next, about 4 back to Big Willie. That was Preacher's Pulpit in second. About 3 back to Canyon Road, another 2 to Church Music, and some 8 to Skillet Glacier. Spectacular Squall makes that far turn with about a 30-length advantage as Sarah Schaefer gets to the second fence on Spectacular Squall. They're over. Next will be Tis Relevant, followed by Preacher's Pulpit, Church Music, Big Willie, Canyon Road, and Skillet Glacier very sticky at that fence. As they get to the third, that Spectacular Squall in front. Next is Tis Relevant, followed by Preacher's Pulpit, Church Music, Canyon Road, Big Willie. They come into the infield. That's Spectacular Squall in front. Tis Relevant about 20 back. Next is Preacher's Pulpit, Church Music, Canyon Road, and Big Willie, very sticky at that fence. Spectacular Squall, jumping well on the lead with about a 20-length advantage over Tis Relevant, who has about 3 or 4 on Preacher's Pulpit, another 2 to Church Music, and under a tight hold there's Canyon Road. Spectacular Squall well in front as they turn and make to the outfield. They head down along 213. Spectacular Squall shows the way. Lead is only about 8 now over Tis Relevant, about 3 or 4 back to Preacher's Pulpit, another couple to Church Music, 2 to Canyon Road, and about 8 to Big Willie. They move to this next fence. Spectacular Squall on top, but his lead is now only about 4 over Tis Relevant. Next is Preacher's Pulpit, Church Music, Canyon Road, and Big Willie. They move on to the next. Spectacular Squall, still in front, but his lead is only about 2 now. Over Tis Relevant, about 3 back to Church Music, another couple to Preacher's Pulpit. Next is Canyon Road and Big Willie. May make that far turn. Spectacular Squall by about 5 over Tis Relevant, another 4 to Church Music. That's Canyon Road on the inside and Preacher's Pulpit on the outside, followed by Big Willie as they turn and heads towards us. Spectacular Squall still shows the way. Spectacular Squall on the upper side of the track. Tis Relevant down on the lower side of the track. I'd say those two are probably only a length apart at this point. Making a move down along the inside now is Preacher's Pulpit. They get to this next. Spectacular Squall still in the lead. Tis Relevant next on the inside. Church Music, Canyon Road, Preacher's Pulpit, and Big Willie. They've got 3 fences to go as they make this turn. Sarah Schaefer on Spectacular Squall show the way by about 8 over Tis Relevant. Next was Canyon Road. They get to the third last. Spectacular Squall by about 8. Tis Relevant is next. It's another 4 back to Canyon Road, 1 to Church Music, 1 to Preacher's Pulpit, and Big Willie. 2 fences to go. Spectacular Squall still has the lead. Tis Relevant gaining some ground there. Make it only about, no, it's still about 6 lengths, and it looks like Spectacular Squall is opening up again. Make a Spectacular Squall at the second to last about a 15-length lead. Tis Relevant is second, Canyon Road in third, Church Music is next. They're over the second to last. They've got 1 to go. Spectacular Squall has made all the running and is still about 8 in front. Tis Relevant and Canyon Road are next. They get to the last. Spectacular Squall is over. Tis Relevant, Canyon Road, Church Music. Up the stretch they come. Spectacular Squall. Tis Relevant, Canyon Road. They're getting up to Spectacular Squall now. Canyon Road now takes the lead. Canyon Road, Spectacular Squall, Tis Relevant, and Church Music. At the wire, Canyon Road, Church Music, Spectacular Squall, Tis Relevant, Big Willie, and Preacher's Pulpit. The wire was too close for me to actually say, but
hello, what's that? Oh, you won't be. Guys, I'm gonna have you squeeze in just a little bit for you, Joe. Patty, come on. There you go, Patty. Patty, do me one favor. Take your sunglasses off. That's okay, sunglasses.
Let me fix my hair, 1 second.
I just rode this race, you know.
Your winner, number 11.
Great. Came all the way up from Virginia this morning for one ride. The boys were looking at me funny when I walked in. I said, I think this might be a nice horse down the road, so could be watching soccer on TV or come ride a race. So I said I'd come ride a race.
All right.
But Carl, Rector, who I rode it for years, helps Chris with this horse, and they've done a super job with him. He's happy, jumping brilliant. Pretty nice. It's probably one of the nicest rides all weekend, actually. So.
The flag is up and they're in line. They're walking in.
All right, turn in, guys. Ready? And off.
They're off. That's Illustration out to the early lead, about 3 lengths over B grade, a couple more back to West is Best, and about 3 more to Lear the Cat. Illustration at the first fence by about 3 over B Great. Another 3 back to West is Best, and Lear the Cat jumping a little bit sticky at that first fence. Conrad Summers and Illustration make that far turn with about a 4-length advantage over B Great, who's 2 in front of West is Best, and it's another 2 to Lear the Cat. At the second, that's Illustration over first, B Great next, West is Best, and Lear the Cat. It's about 12 lengths front to back. Illustration shows the way by about 4 or 5 over B Great, coupled to West is Best and another 2 to Lear the Cat. At this next fence, Illustration over first, his lead's about 3 over B Great, 2 to West is Best, and another 4 or 5 to Lear the Cat. As they come into the infield, Illustration on top. B Great is next, followed by West is Best and Lear the Cat. They're all over that one, heading to the next. Illustration in front by about 3. B Great down on the inside of him. West is Best down on the inside of B Great. Lear the Cat, sticky fence there. Illustration comes away in front. West is Best under a very tight hold. Now goes back to third. B Great up to challenge in second. Lear of the Cat. They make this far turn. That's still Illustration in front. About a length and a half over B Great, another length and a half to West is Best and Lear the Cat. They head away from us with Illustration on top. B Great and West is Best there in second and third, and Lear the Cat. As they approach this next, that's Illustration in front by about 2 lengths over B Great, another length back to West is Best, and Lear the Cat brings up the field. They've got one more heading away from us. That's going to be Illustration getting there first, followed by B Great, West is Best, and Lear the Cat. They make this far turn. Illustration still shows the way. His lead is now about 1 over B Great, 1.5 to West is Best, and another 1.5 to Lear the Cat as they turn and make their way towards us. Illustration in front. B Great, West is Best, and Lear the Cat. Illustration and B Great are heads apart on the front end. West is Best is next, followed by Lear of the Cat. Illustration now moves back into front by a length or so. B Great down on his inside. West is Best on the upper side of the track, and Lear the Cat. It's still Illustration in front. Annie Yeager and B Great biding their time in second, as is Mark Beecher on West is Best. Lear the Cat is fourth. They've got 3 fences to go. Illustration still shows the way. into view. Illustration now opens up about 4 over Be Great and West is Best. Lear the Cat making up ground in 4th. At the 3rd of left, Illustration's over first, but both West is Best and Be Great have moved up on him to challenge. Lear the Cat is also a much closer 4th. West is Best now takes over the lead from Illustration. At that turn, West is Best by about 2 over Illustration, 2 to Be Great and 2 to Lear the Cat. They get to the 2nd of the last. It's West is Best in front. Be Great fighting hard in 2nd, and Illustration is still right there. It's about 6 or 7 back to Lear the Cat. They make their way to the last. West is Best in front. Illustration and Be Great heads apart in 2nd and 3rd. They get to the last. That was West is Best first over. Be Great in between horses, and Illustration back in 3rd. Down the stretch they come. It's Be Great and West is Best. Be Great now has moved up to take the lead. Be Great and West is Best. Illustration still right there. Be Great and West is Best down the wire. It's going to be Great, West is Best, Illustration, and Lear the Cat.
There you go. And guys, I want you all to slide this way just a little bit.
The big one.
The big one. Yes, sir, please. Annie, step right into the owner. Ma'am, if I can ask you, step right into Annie. There you go. And sir, that's great. And 1, 2, right? Thank you very much.
How'd it go?
It was good. This horse, he just won a point-to-point. He was coming off colic surgery earlier this winter, so we thought we'd just give him another run in the point-to-point before we go into rules. So it worked well. I just waited and bided my time, and he's good. He's got a good turn of foot at the stretch. So.
They're turning onto the track.
All right, turn and walk towards me.
They're walking in.
Walk towards me. And you're off.
They're off. That's Ray Delight well out in front by about 10 lengths going to the first fence. Next is Dirty Talk, followed by Just Barely, but they are very spread out. Ray Delight at the first. He's over. Dirty Talk is over. And Just Barely's over. They make this far turn. At least Ray Delight's making the far turn. Ray Delight by about 15 over Dirty Talk, and it's another 30 back to Just Barely. Ray Delight now opening up some 40 lengths on Dirty Talk, and it's 30 back to Just Barely. Ray Delight over the second fence. Dirty Talk now over the second fence. Just Barely will be getting to the second fence just about the same time Ray Delight will be getting to the third. Ray Delight at the third is over. Just Barely's over the second. Ray Delight coming into the infield. That lead is 30 lengths, at least, maybe 40. Over Dirty Talk, who's got at least 40 on Just Barely. Into the infield, that's Ray Delight all alone in front. Excuse me, thank you. That's Dirty Talk next. Just Barely at a leisurely pace gets into the infield. Ray Delight there in front. Dirty Talk next. Ray Delight. Ray Delight over that fence. Here comes Dirty Talk. Dirty Talk over. That's just barely down in front of us. As Ray Delight heads down into the outfield. Ray Delight over that one. His lead is about 30 over Dirty Talk. Very sticky fence there for just barely. Dirty Talk is over as they head away from us. Well out in front, that's Ray Delight by about 40 over Dirty Talk. He's over that one. Dirty Talk is over. We'll have a little bit of a wait here for just barely. Ray Delight at the next. Over that fence. Dirty Talk up and over. They make that far turn. Ray Delight in front. I'm going to say 40. Ray Delight well in front. And Dirty Talk is well in front of just barely. Coming towards us, Ray Delight. Over that fence, Dirty Talk in second. Dirty Talk's made up a little bit of ground now. I'm going to say Ray Delight now only by about 20, and that might be narrowing. It's still a long way back to just barely. At the next fence, Ray Delight approaches. Ray Delight's over. Dirty Talk is over. I'm going to guess that to be about 10 length advantage for Ray Delight now. They've got 3 fences to go. About a mile. Ray Delight in front, but it's only about 6 lengths. Dirty Talk has made up a lot of ground. They move to the third to last. Still Ray Delight by about 6 over Dirty Talk, but Dirty Talk does appear to be closing. They're both over that one. Ray Delight by about 5 over Dirty Talk. Two fences to go. Ray Delight and Dirty Talk could make this a race. The margin's about 5. Ray Delight in front, Dirty Talk is next. They get to the second to last fence. It's only a 3-length margin now for Ray Delight. Ray Delight with 1 to go. Dirty Talk trying to get there. They come to the last. Ray Delight in front. He's over. Dirty Talk is over. It's going to be a race now if Dirty Talk has anything. It appears that Ray Delight is pulling away, but Dirty Talk is all out now. Ray Delight's going to take this one down. Ray Delight and Dirty Talk. We still have Just Barely coming to the last. Just Barely is over, so we still have a horse on the course. Just barely getting a nice hand. There's just barely.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That was an expensive ornament. Trying this one for a year. Well done, Adam. Who, me? No, you're good there. You're good there.
Did you guys train just for this race?
Yeah.
God
Ladies,
bless
I'm going
you.
to need you to step in.
It's only a second ride over timber.
Well, you did fine, young man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job, Aaron.
Well done.
Go, buddy.
Well, did the people at Mr. Tech tell you that we gave out nice trophies here?
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Her name's Bray Delight. She's a really fabulous mare. Honest jumper, hard worker, and loves to do whatever I ask her. She runs hard. Jumping's gotten a lot better, and had a lot of fun.